Good morning, teacher. Good morning, students. So, we already discussed about in first lessons what is the meaning of matter, is it? So, matter means anything which can occupy the space, that is, we can record as the matter. Under that one, we can discuss about the diffusion process and also what are the factors should be affected of the rate of temperature. All this can be discussed, is it? So, like that. So, next lesson is matter is whatever around the things which are is pure. So here first we can be discuss about the what is the meaning of mixtures. Okay, mixtures, types of mixtures. There is the two types of the mixture. That is it can be called as homogeneous, heterogeneous mixtures. What is the meaning of solution? What are the properties of solution? Concentration of solution. What is the meaning of suspension? Properties of suspension. Colloids and also properties of the colloids. So you know that we have to know about the 92 elements in our nature. So maybe 40 to 45 elements of the artificial, rest of them are the natural elements. Is it? So 118 elements, that one we have the various mixtures also we can be seen to that one. So what is the meaning of mixture? So mixture should be different from the element also, element and compound. So what is the meaning of mixtures? So it is possible for our daily life also we can be used to that mixture. How can we inculcate that mixture in our daily life? What are the properties of the mixture? How can be the molecules should be arrangement of these mixtures? All this we can be discussed to this session. So first one is introduction about to that one. So you know that states of matter, there is the three states of matter we can be seen that one: solid, liquid and gases. Is it? So these three states of matter, but matter can be classified chemically. We know that there is a pure substances and mixtures or impure substances. But chemically we can be classified into only two types. That is, we can be called as the pure substances or mixtures, or can be called as the impure substances. Pure substances means they will be defined as the substances that are made only by one type of the atom or only one type of the molecules. So what is the meaning of pure substances means? The substances which are made up of only one type of the atom or only one type of the molecule. That is, it can be called as what? It can be called pure substances. So mixtures means when two or more substances which are combined together, that is we can be called as the mixtures. So pure substances elements all are made up of the same kind of the matter. That is we can be called as the pure substances. Those are not made up of the other substances, are made up of the same substances. That is we can be called as the impure substances. So in mixtures, the substances are further divided into elements and compounds. So look at the picture. So in matter, so there is a solid, liquid, gases. What are the one? You can be divided. That one is pure substances and impure substances. So in impure substances, you can be seen in the mixtures. Other words, you can be called the mixtures. In mixtures, you can be seen in the homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. In pure substance, you can be seen in the two types. That is, you can be called as the one is element, another one is the compound. As you look at around here, you can see the most of the matter that exists as a mixture of two or more components. Is it? If you observe anything that one, so apart from the elements, you can be seen in the any substances. You can be seen maybe soil. You can be taken any type of the minerals, or you can be taken the sea water. All these they can be made up of this type of the mixtures. You already know about the elements and compounds, but here only you can study about the mixtures. What are the characteristics of the mixtures? How can be the different about to homogeneous and heterogeneous mixtures? So in this lesson you can be study about the mixtures, types of mixtures. Under that one, homogeneous mixture, heterogeneous mixture. So what is the meaning of solution? So that is the properties of solution, concentration of solution. Last one is suspension. What is the meaning of colloids, separation of the mixtures. There are different techniques you can be seen. That one, the result can be called as the separation of mixtures. Lastly, physical and chemical changes. That is the types of pure substances, element and compound. So first one is mixture. So what is a mixture? You know that soil is made up of the various particles. Is it? They will be consisted of the sum of the components, maybe small stones, bigger stones. Is it? So that is also can be called as a mixture. Is it? If you take the salt and water, or if you take the sugar with water, that is also can be called as a mixture. Is it? It is mixed with the water with the salt, or mixed with the sugar should be added to the water. That is also can be called as one type of the mixture. So mixture means it is the contains more or two or more kinds of the particles. So mixture means it is the combination of mixed up the two or more kind of the particles. That is we can be called as the mixtures. For example, if you take the salt solution, so there will be a combination of the water and salt. There will be mixture of the two pure substances. That is we can be called as the salt and water. Another one is, so this is the salt solution. Milk is also another example of the mixtures, because it is also contain the not only water, they consist of the water, fat and also some of the proteins. All mixtures are impure substances because they contain the more than one particles. So maybe it can be taken on the salt water, or it can be taken on the sugar water, or it can be taken on the milk. They are all called as the mixtures because of they can be made up of the more than one kind of the particles. Hence we can be called as these examples of we can be called as the mixtures. So next one is mixtures. There are the two types of the mixtures. One is called as the homogeneous mixture, another one is the heterogeneous mixtures. So homo means what? Homo means same type of the mixture, that is we can be called as the homogeneous. For example, if you prepare the preparation of the tea, or you can be taken the preparation of the coffee also. So whatever the particles are there, they will be same as that for the substances. That is we can be called as the homogeneous mixtures. Heterogeneous mixture means, so they are the made up of the solid with liquid, or liquid with any other gases. For example, if you add to the water to oil, so there will be oil should be float on the water. Is it? So that type of the mixtures we can be called as the heterogeneous mixtures. So some of the paint and oil, or kerosene with water, all these examples we can be given as to the heterogeneous mixtures. So first one is homogeneous mixture. What is the exact meaning of the homogeneous mixtures? So see here, in the preparation of coffee or tea, the mixtures which are substances are completely mixed together. So in the preparation of the coffee or tea, we can be mixed with the sugar or tea or coffee powder. So that should be completely dissolved. Is it? That they are distributed from the one to another. That is we can be called as the homogeneous mixtures. Homogeneous mixture means the substances are which can be completely dissolved. In that one we can be called as the homogeneous mixtures. These mixtures have a uniform composition throughout its mass. So homogeneous mixtures means the particles which are, they will be, composition should be throughout its mass. It has no visible boundary of the separation between the various constituents. So there is a, these mixtures have a uniform composition throughout its mass. It has no visible boundary separation between the various constituents. So it cannot be seen in the any visible movement, in any visible separation between this kind of the constitution. That is we can be called as the homogeneous mixture. It is completely dissolved. That type of the mixture we can be called as the homogeneous mixture. For example, if you took the coffee or tea, so they will be completely dissolved of the any sugar, that we cannot be distinguished that one. Is it? You cannot be identified that one. That type of that is we can be called as the homogeneous mixtures. So next, for example, if you take the sugar in water is a homogeneous mixture because all the parts of the sugar solution is the same sugar. Water composition appears to be sweet taste. So if you taste the sweet of the sugar solution. Is it? So if you add the 1 spoon of the sugar to the water, so they are all water should be becoming what? Sweetie. Is it? So that type of that is also one of the example of the homogeneous mixtures. So there is no visible boundary of the separation between the sugar and water inside the solution. So we cannot be distinguishable whether it should be dissolved the sugar or it should be water or sugar or salt. We cannot be distinguishable. Is it? So that type of the solution can be called as the homogeneous mixtures. So for example, another example should be can be given as to the when copper is reacted with the sulfuric acid, that is the copper sulfate solution, or it can be taken that is the blue color. So if you see the sea water, that is also one of the example of the homogeneous mixture, because in sea or ocean we have to the various elements are combined together, maybe sodium, potassium, magnesium, various types of the salt and elements should be dissolved, but we cannot be distinguishable to that one. Hence it is also called as one of the homogeneous mixtures. So lastly we can be used to the whatever it can be in daily life, we can be used to the soft drinks, cola, Pepsi, that type of the example also we can be used to the soft drink also. That is the example of the homogeneous mixtures. So next one is heterogeneous mixtures. So heterogeneous mixtures means, suppose if you take the oil and water, is it mixed with that one, the oil is not completely dissolved in the water, is it? We can visible to easily that one, that is we can be called as the heterogeneous mixtures. Means the mixture in which the substances are remain separate and one substance is spread throughout the other substances, small particles, droplets or bubbles are called heterogeneous mixtures. So for example, look at the drawing here. So that water should be, oil should be have a higher layer, so water should be the lower layer. So the mixture in which substances remain separate, we can be easily separate the oil and water, is it? So that can be separate throughout the other substances, small particles or droplets, maybe bubbles. So that is we can be called as the what? Heterogeneous particles. This mixture do not have a uniform composition throughout the solution. So compared to the homogeneous mixture solution, so heterogeneous mixtures for them, they do not have a uniform composition throughout the solution also, and also it is a visible boundary separation between the various constituents. So we can be easily observed that one. Is it? For example, if you take the oil and water or kerosene water, so kerosene should be float on the water, is it? So that should be, we can be easily visible to the boundaries. Hence, it is also called as the heterogeneous mixtures. So for example, if you take the sugar and sand, is it? If you observe the sugar and sand, by observing only they will be heterogeneous mixtures, because there will be different parts of the mixture, they will be different in the sugar and sand composition. So if you look like a sugar and sand, it should be the same, but their physical properties should be the different from to each other. Else it is called as the heterogeneous mixtures. A mixture containing two or more immiscible liquids. Otherwise, we can be called as when two or more liquids, they will be immiscible liquids. That is, we can be called as the heterogeneous mixture. For example, mixture of the petrol with water. Petrol should be a float on the water. So that is also one of the example of the heterogeneous mixtures. So hetero means there will be different kind of the mixtures. Hetero means same, homo means same, hetero means there will be different kind of the mixtures. That is, can be called as the heterogeneous mixtures. So for example, sugar and sand. Another example should be the water with oil or petrol. That one you can be called as the heterogeneous mixtures. So related to that one, homogeneous and heterogeneous mixture, we can be discuss about the some questions. A sample contains two substances and has a uniform properties. That sample is called. So uniform properties means we can be called as a compound, heterogeneous mixture, element, and also homogeneous mixture. So it means homogeneous mixture. Is it uniform means homogeneous mixture. Second question. So next one is solution. So solution means, for example, if you take the salt water or sugar water, so that is also you can be called as a solution. Why it is called as a solution? So what is the water? We can be, you know that water is we can be called as a universal solvent, is it? So solution means it is the combination of the solute and solvent, that is we can be called as the solution. So for example, if you take the beaker here, so water and take the one of the salt, is it? That salt can be dissolved to the beaker. What happens? It can be completely immersed to that one or completely dissolved to that one. They will be make up of the same solution. Here in this drawing, you can be seen take down the copper powder and beaker of the water. That when we put on this beaker, they will be completely change their color. Is it? So that is we can be called as the copper sulfate solution. So it is also one of the solution. Why it is called as the solution means because copper sulfate powder, that is the solute. So water should be the, you can be called as the solvent, hence it is called as the solution. So other types of the solutions we can be seen in the soda water. So in daily life you can be tell about the soda water or lemon juice, lemonade. These are all example of the solution. In a solution there is a homogeneity of the particle level. For example, lemonade tastes the same. So lemonade is the one of the heterogeneous mixture, but we have to add to the tasty purpose. We can add to the sugar. That should be also. They can be taste should be the same throughout the solution. So next one is alloys. So what is the meaning of alloys? So if you observe any metals. So for example, brass, aluminium, cast iron, is it? So that is the one of the elements you can be seen. In your home, they can be used these particles for the decorative purpose or furnitures, or you can be used in the door. So these are all the brass, aluminium, cast iron. You can be used in the aluminium. We can be used in the kitchen utensils, is it? So they will be made up of the metals, copper also. So usually the solution is a liquid that contains either a solid or liquid with a gas dissolved in it. Is it? So usually we can be tell about the either mixture means solid with a liquid or liquid with a solid, but you can also have a solid solution which is called as an alloys. What is this? The combination of the solid mixtures, that is we can be called as the alloys. So it means combination of the two or metal with a non-metals, that is we can be called as the alloys. So alloys means they are a mixture of the two or more metals, or it should be a combination of the metal with a non-metals. They can be separated into the component by the physical method. For example, if you take the brass, it is the combination of the 30% of the zinc and 70% of the copper. Hence, it is the easily we can be separated by that one. So brass is also one of the alloy of the zinc and copper. So they are the alloy of the zinc and copper. Hence, it is the combination of the 70% of copper, 30% of the zinc. The components of solution include solvent and solute. So solvent means which can be dissolved in capacity is there. That is, we can be called as the solvent. So dissolving capacity is more in water. Is it? Yes. So water is we can be called as the solvent. Is it? So which can be the dissolving capacity is more. That is, we can be called as the solvent. Which can be dissolved. The solute which can be dissolved. That is, we can be called as the solute. So for example, if you add to the water to the powder or any sugar or salt, we can add to that one. That adding substance we can be called as the solute, which can be completely dissolved in that liquid solution. That is, we can be called as the solvent. So look at the drawing here. So solution means it is a combination of the solvent. Another one is the solution. The component that dissolves the other component in it, which is usually large quantity, is called solvent. So solvent is one of the large quantities. They can be usually dissolve the other component in it. The component of the solution that dissolves the solvent and usually present in a lesser quantity is called solute. So for example, water is can be called as the solvent means. So solute means, so if you add the pinch of salt or pinch of sugar, that is we can be called as the solute. So this combination of the solute and solvent we can be called as the solution. For example, a solution of sugar in water is a solid in a liquid solution. So sugar is the solid, but it should be dissolved in the liquid solution. In this solution, it can be added to that one, or that is the it can be called as the solute. The sugar is solute, water is it can be called as the solvent. So like that, aerated drinks also like soda water or the and gas. So they are the combination of the soda water and also gas or the liquid solutions. These contain the carbon dioxide as a solute, water as a solvent. So whatever they already dissolved. So that gas is it can be called as the carbon dioxide is solute. Water is it can be called as the solvent. So these are the some examples we can be seeing about the solution or solvent. Is it? So what are the properties of solution? So solution means it is one of the homogeneous mixture. So solution means it is a homogeneous mixture. The particle of solution is smaller than the nanometer. It cannot be observed on naked eye. That is the limit of the 10 to the power of minus 9 nanometers. So they cannot be seen our naked eyes. It cannot be seen our naked eyes. They do not scatter the beam of light passing through the solution because they are a very small particle size. So the path of light is not visible in a solution. So they do not scatter the beam of light. We can be discuss about the next can be collides. So in collides it can be discussed about the detail. This solution do not scatter any beam of light passing through the solution because they will be very small particle size. So the path of light is not visible in a solution. So if you take the milk of magnesia, if you observe the torchlight on that one, they cannot be the particular path does not reduce to that one. The solute particles cannot be separated from the mixtures by the process of filtration. The solute particles do not separate out within the left condition that the solution is stable. So solution means already they will be completely dissolved, but whatever the solute particles are there, they cannot be easily separated by the filtration method. The solute particles do not separate on the bottom of the flask. That is because the solution. So next one is concentration of solution. So what is the meaning of concentration of the solution? And also higher concentration, what is the meaning of higher concentration and lower concentration? All these concepts we can be studied about the next class. Thank you and all.